Hey everyone, this is Felicia with The Book is Done, coming to you with the first book that I read of this month. It was actually the end of August because I was an ARC reader. I was selected to be an ARC reader for this book, and I was super excited about it. So I didn't have the physical copy, but then someone gifted me the physical copy of this book, and I was super geeked about it. So it's one of my favorite authors of this year, The Coworker by Freida McFadden. Yes, I am a Freida reader, honey. And so this book right here is her most recent book that came out, and it was, not to say it was a typical Frida book, but it was a really, really good book. Some would call it different. I've heard mixed reviews about it. I would say, on a scale of 1 to 5, I would say it was like a 4. Um, I'd say a strong 4, 4.5, maybe pushing it, but um, it was good. And so the book starts off in how this woman, her name is Dawn is a woman who is in a office setting. Starts out with an email. She only emails one friend from where she had previously lived, or no, one of her former friends that she had grew up with, if you will. She's emailing this woman, and she's just saying, "I started a new job at this company, and hopefully they like me. I'm not really a people person. I'm kind of socially, excuse me, awkward, but I needed a job, so here we go." And so her name is Dawn, and Dawn Schiff. And this woman is someone, if someone were to look at her from the inside, it looks like she's kind of timid, just kind of meagle. I don't know, but she's very, even though she hasn't been like officially diagnosed with anything, she's very OCD. So like she's very prompt, and no shade or anything, nothing against anybody who has OCD. I know I have a good bit of it, but at the same point in time with her, it was kind of like in an overwhelming sense. Like she arrived at work at the same time, she went to lunch at the same time, she took a break at the same time every day, and she left work every day. She was very, very prompt, and like she never did anything spontaneously. And then she had a huge huge love of turtles. Um, Extremely OCD with turtles. I cannot remember what the connection was with her and turtles, if it gives her a sense of comfort, but everything was turtles. Everything was turtles. Like, she was obsessed with turtles. She had turtle memorabilia, she had mugs, she had cups, she had plates. She, she had figurines in her house. She had a turtle in her house. Um, like, I can't even remember if her curtains were turtles, but everything was turtles. Turtles everywhere. She had it bad. She had it real, real, real bad. And then I forgot the name of this fascination or this phenomena, but everything that she ate had to be the same color. So whether it was a sandwich, if the bread was white, if she had mayonnaise, she had mayonnaise. If it was like turkey breast, it had to be white. Like whatever the color was for the day, everything had to be that color. So if it was orange, she may have had an orange to eat. She may have had orange juice to drink, um, and something to eat that's yellow, or orange. So maybe sweet potatoes or something like that. But everything was color specific, and she would not eat it if it was two or more colors mixed, or within the same meal. It all had to be the same color, which I thought was very interesting. So enters in Natalie. Natalie is her office mate, if you will. They have cubicles, and so like Dawn is over here, Natalie is over here, and they are in this in the healthcare business, if you will, where they sell like different supplements and different things like that. So Natalie is like the top seller, if you will, when it comes to that. And so she's like, not to say the big wig on campus, but she's like the big wig on campus. So it's Natalie, who is very outgoing, very personable among people. And so it's Natalie, and then you have Seth, who is Natalie and Dawn's supervisor. And so, excuse me, one morning, um, uh, Dawn had, before this morning that comes, she had sent out an email to her boss, Seth, and was like, hey, I need to talk to you about something very, very important. She sent another email to Natalie and was like, hey, I need to talk to you about something very, very important. And so, if they ever had a meeting at 2:30, Dawn was there at 2:25, if not 2:20. Like, she was never late for anything. And so this particular day, she didn't show up at all. She didn't show up for work. And Natalie was just like, that's not right. Something's not right with this situation. Like, Dawn is always on time. Where is Dawn? And it seemed kind of weird to me that, you know, Dawn had only been there for maybe 2 months, like 2, 3 months. Like, it wasn't long at all. And you would have thought that they were like this, you know what I mean? Like, they were friends, they were cool. But it wasn't the case. And so Natalie was just like, she's not here yet. What's going on? And so she mentioned it to Seth, and Seth was like, maybe she just caught in traffic, or maybe she got caught up, maybe she's sick. And Natalie was like, no, something isn't right. And it almost came as to where it was like she was obsessed with the fact that she was gone, like she knew something was wrong. So to me, that was kind of sus. Like, in the beginning, it was just like, okay, she's concerned, I get it. But I could see if that was somebody that you had known for a while. You know what I mean? Like, this person is just here. You're still fairly new, getting to know them type thing. And so the book goes on and the day goes on, and Dawn still doesn't come in. And Natalie is like, okay, what the frickin' frack is going on? So Natalie just freaks out and goes so far as to go by her house. And the only reason that she knew where her house was is because one day she had to take Dawn home, I believe, or something like that. I can't remember the exact reason why, but she took Dawn home from work. So she knew where she was and, well, her house was. So Natalie went by the house. She went snooping around. She knocked on the door. She saw Dawn's car was still there, and she's just like, something is going on. And so she goes into this, she's able to go inside the house, and she finds blood everywhere. So Natalie is freaking out. So there's this gentleman by the name of Caleb who works at the same job. He's like a IT guy, and he's like kind of part-time, but him and Natalie kind of have a thing going on. I guess you could say they were in a relationship. I wouldn't say that it was strong though, because even though they hadn't been intimate or anything like that, they were definitely like playing it safe. Natalie at one point was having an affair with Seth, who is their boss, and a little time, I think they may have slept maybe once while her and Caleb were together, and that was kind of like a uh-oh type thing. But Seth is Natalie's boyfriend, so she's all hysterical. She calls the police, and the police are like, what are you doing here in the house? And she was like, I was concerned. And they saw where she came in the back, and they were just like, this whole thing is sus. Like, what is going on? So the story continues to go on, and I don't want to give it all away. But I'll just say that at one point in the story, Dawn comes up as being murdered. That's all I'm gonna say. So Dawn is murdered. Natalie is freaking out. They it's like all of a sudden, like at work, Natalie sees like this turtle. It's this turtle that showed up on her desk, and she was like, the crap is going on? Like, where is this turtle coming from? Excuse me. So she throws it away. She leaves and comes back to her desk. The turtle is right there, and it's just like, is this turtle alive? Like, and it's a figurine. It's a figurine. On the bottom of it was some blood. So it was just like, whoa, 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 whoa. Natalie is like, what is happening? What's going on? And so, in essence, the police have enough to build up on her where they arrest her. They legit arrest Natalie. Natalie is like, I didn't do anything. I didn't hurt anybody. I didn't wish anything on her. I don't know where she is. Why are y'all doing this to me? Woo, woo, woo. So the story goes on. You have to read the story for yourself, but it does not end how you think it ends. Like I said, typical Freida fashion. So definitely go and check this book out. It's definitely something different. Makes you think twice about how you treat your coworkers. Treat your coworkers nicely. So, the Coworker by Freida McFadden. Super excited because here, found out not too long after this book was released that the teacher, her new book, she just signed a not really a contract, but just something, if you will, I guess you could say a contract with Bookator, where it's this publishing company, and she announced that on February 6th, 2024, she is coming out with the book called The Teacher. So I was super geeked about that because that's exactly 1 month to the day before my birthday. So I will be getting that. And then come to find out, like maybe 3 or 4 days ago, the news came out that the third book of the Housemaid series, The Housemaid is Watching, is being released in June of 2024. When I tell you, I cannot wait for both. The teacher and the housemaid is watching. So with the housemaid, you have the housemaid, you have the housemaid secret, and now you have the housemaid is watching. And so, super geeked about that. So again, this is Felicia with The Book Is Done. This is about the Coworker with Freida McFadden. And I am out with this book review. Let me know your thoughts if you've read this. Just what were your feels of it? Talk to you soon. Bye.